For this video, I'm going to show you how to download the new CuddeLink Gen 2 software to an SD card and then load it onto your camera. For this video, I'll be using a Windows computer. So we're going to start out by going to www.cuddeback.com. Once we are on the home page, we are going to click on Get Gen 2 Firmware at the far right. It will bring up the CuddeLink Gen 2 release page. If you scroll down, you'll want to click on the blue tab that says click here to download CuddeLink Gen 2 firmware or Gen 2 release. Now what's important with this, if you look at the instructions, it says download the firmware file to your PC, open zip folder and copy the firmware file to a blank SD card. So I've already inserted a blank brand new SD card into my camera. So I'm going to click on the link at the bottom. You can see here it's downloading. I'm going to open the file. There is the file that I want to move to the SD card, so I just left click on it once. Now I could do right click copy, but what I like to do is I like to click on it once and then click and drag directly to my SD card I have right there. Now if I click on my SD card, you will see that the file is saved on there. So now that the file is already saved on my SD card, now I'm going to show you how to load this file onto one of the CuddeLink cameras.
We have now saved the Gen 2 firmware file onto the SD card, and we are going to load it onto the camera. This Gen 2 firmware will work on any of our CuddeLink series cameras. So that would be our K series, our J series, or the G series. Here we have a G series camera. We have already installed 4D batteries into the camera as well as the SD card. Now we'll go through how to load the firmware. Press the mode button to get to commands. Press the more button. Till you get to load firmware. Now you'll either press the up or down key twice. Ask you to confirm. Press it again. We are now loading the firmware file onto the camera. When the camera displays welcome, this means the firmware update is now complete. If you want to verify it, you can press the mode button to go to commands, press more again. To get to firmware version. And as you can see, we have version 8.3, which is the latest firmware. If you want to load this firmware onto your K series or J series cameras, the process is the exact same way with the user interface. When updating to the Gen 2 software, we advise to update every camera in your network to make sure they are all running the same firmware version. If you have any additional questions on our product, feel free to reach out to us. Our contact number is 920-347-3810, or you can send us an email at cuddeback.support@cuddeback.com. Thanks for watching.